Hey everybody, so this has been a requested video. In my last What's in My Purse video, I talked a little bit about doTerra oils. I talked about, I actually think I showed this little carrying case that I use for them, and a couple people said in the comments that they'd like to hear some more about it. So there's a lot of information, and I can do a lot of videos, which I probably will. I can't get all the information into one video. It'd be way too long and nobody would want to watch that. So I thought I kind of, for this video, it would be a little bit of an introduction. Talking about how I got into it, some of my favorite oils, kind of just why I started to use it and how it's helped me. So the consignment shop that I work at, we have a customer and she is always so nice and she sells doTerra. So I kind of knew about it from that because my boss uses it and my friend who works there uses the oils. And then she talks about them sometimes when she's in the shop, so I'll hear her and my boss talking about them. So I kind of had that in the back of my mind, but I was kind of like, they're oils, I'm sure they smell great and all that stuff, but I'm a bit of a skeptic when it comes to, weight loss stuff and oils and this and that. I'm always kind of like, okay. So I had a headache that had lasted for about 13 or 14 days. Every single day for pretty much the entire day, I'd have a horrible headache. I don't know if it was from stress or if it was a weather change, if it was hormones, but it was horrible. I was taking Tylenol, Aleve, aspirin, everything. Nothing would help. Hot showers, absolutely nothing helped. So I kind of had in the back of my mind, maybe I should ask this lady, Viola, about her oils because I know they help a lot of things, people say. So at this point, I was desperate and I was going to try anything because it was going on week 2 and I was working every day with these headaches and it was horrible. It was the worst headache I've ever had. So I talked to Rose, my boss, and I was like, hey, so I know you use these oils. Do they actually work? Do you like them? And she was like, yeah, my family uses this one and I use this one and really like that one. And I was like, I've had a headache and I can't get rid of it. Do you think she'd have anything for me? So I think she must have sent her a text or something because like the next day this lady Viola came in and she was like, hey, I heard you've had headaches. And I was like, yeah, I can't get rid of them. Is there anything that I can use that will help them because I've taken medicine and nothing's working? So she said, if you don't mind, I have some lavender, which, my lavender's in my bedroom. But they come in these little bottles. Sorry, that's my dog barking. They come in these little bottles. And she was like, if you don't mind, I'm just going to put some on the back of your neck. And I was like, I don't care, go ahead. So she put probably 1, maybe 2 drops at the most on the back of my neck. She just went right kind of on the spine area, which is a good pressure point for oils. And so she did that. That was the first day I didn't have a headache. So that kind of right there sold me. After having a headache for so long, not to have one was amazing. So I was like, wow, this stuff actually works. And then I later found out that, my goodness, Chanel will not stop. Chanel-y, she's got to stop. I later found out that lavender is also good for anxiety. It's good for headaches. It's good for a lot of things. So I was like, well, let me look into it, see how much a bottle of it is. So I went ahead and I placed an order from her just for the bottle of lavender. I was like, I want to have this on hand because, if I don't have to take Tylenol or whatever, then I won't, because after a while I build up an immunity to like Tylenols and aspirins. So if I don't have to take it, then that's great. So I ordered the bottle from her and it came really quickly and I started using it anytime I get a headache and it helped a lot. So probably no more than like a month or 2 later, she was in the shop again and she was like, hey, we're having this class. It's kind of an introduction to doTerra. Do you want to come? And I was like, okay, sure. She gave me a little postcard. If you went, you got like a little free, actually I still have it, you got a little free wild orange oil. And I was like, okay, this will be fun. I'll get something for free. I'll see if my boss and my friend want to come. So we all went together. And I was expecting to buy one oil. I remember I was thinking, should I buy peppermint or I think it was lemon or something. And I was like, I'll get one more oil and I'll try it out. So we sat through this introduction. It was really cool because they went through how the oils are made. She went through a lot of the really popular ones and how they help you, what they do. She went over why these oils are so much different than the ones you find at Walmart or on Amazon. And they're actually different because these are 100% oils. There's nothing else in them. There's no fillers, there's no water, there's no other oils. If it says peppermint, the only thing that's in it is extract from peppermint, which is awesome because a lot of other companies, they use like fillers or they dilute them. And actually through, can't remember if it's the FDA, but legally for oils, they don't have to put, if they put 100% oils, it can mean it's oil and water, or it's oil and a cheaper oil. So they actually aren't really held accountable for what they use, but doTerra is 100% oil. So the only thing you're going to find in this is peppermint, which is why it works so well. It works so fast. You only need a tiny little bit. A lot of times, one drop is even more than you need. So you can use like a toothpick and just put it on the lid, and that's more than you need. But just that alone was really cool. They talked about how the products that they harvest, some things like I think it's the Melaleuca and the frankincense, they can only harvest from certain countries at certain times. And they test like every so many bottles to make sure that the quantity and the quality is perfect for what they need. It's just, it was really cool. And the company itself is really neat. They support local farmers in other countries, so they really open up a lot of job opportunities for countries that need it. It's just a cool company. I can go on and on about it, but it's a cool company. And the lady who led the discussion is, she has like her own gym, and she was talking about how she uses them in her gym, how she uses them on herself, her kids, her husband uses it. It was just, the testimonies that she gave were amazing. And of course I'm sitting there thinking, wow, this is kind of cool. And if the lavender can help me with my headaches, what can the rest of the stuff help me with? Because I have a lot of health issues. I have stomach issues. I have a thyroid problem, which causes a mess of issues from weight loss and weight gain to extreme anxiety, hormonal imbalances, upset stomachs, just a whole kit and caboodle of problems. So I was like, wow, this is kind of cool. I didn't really know that it was marketed to so many health issues. And of course, nobody can say, you use this and you're going to be healed. But it kind of helps cope with what you have, and it helps lessen the symptoms. I use Digestin. I have irritable bowel. Did not cure me of irritable bowel, but it really helps when I have an upset stomach. I use something for my acne. It doesn't cure my acne, but it makes it go away 10 times faster than anything else I've ever tried. So of course this stuff isn't going to heal you, but it's going to massively help. So she just talked about it. She talked about kind of how to use it, what's good, what's, some little tips and tricks. And I got really excited about it. And at the end of it, she didn't push this, but she was just like, hey, if any of you guys want to sign up, they're doing this promotion tonight. You get this for this, and that's what it is. If you want more information, let me know. So I was looking at this sheet that she gave us, and it had all these introduction things, like, this one is $200, this one, they're everywhere from like $200 to like $5,000 for like introductory kits. And technically not, I did sign up that night. I got the base kit, which was I think $250, and that came with a diffuser. It came with a bunch of oils. I remember I left that night and I was like, what the heck did I just do? Because that's a lot of money for me. And I was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I did that. I was like, I wonder if I can cancel it, but I don't want to because I'll be embarrassed because, I see this lady all the time at work and I can't do that. So I was like, I'm just going to do it. Worst comes to worst, I'll sell it on eBay and I'll try to recoup my money. So it ends up, a year and a half later, best $250 I've ever spent in my life. If I had it to do again, I probably actually would bump up and get the next level. That was around $500. I know that sounds like a lot, but it's completely worth it. So technically I can sell doTerra. I never have. I did it to sign up to get the great deal, and then I get everything at wholesale. So instead of spending, I think like the lemon, if you would, like, somebody would buy it, it'd be $13. If I buy it, it's $10. So I get a little bit of savings, and I get like some little bonus perks and things sometimes. But mostly for me, I wanted it more for my health because I do have so many health issues, and I'm on medications that I'll always have to be on. The oils, they won't, like, I have thyroid issues. These oils will never cure my thyroid. I will always be on thyroid medicine for the rest of my life, but these really help me cope with it. They just help with the side effects. Again, like, with my stomach problems, it's probably something I'll always have, but the Digestin, it helps amazingly. So that's how I got started in it, and I absolutely love it. And it's nice because sometimes my mom will want an oil, and I'll just be like, I'll just buy it for you, and it'll be a couple bucks cheaper. Or if a friend wants an oil, I can get it for them, and it's just a few dollars cheaper. But I don't carry business cards. I don't sell it. I'm not on here to sell it to you guys. Honestly, if you're interested in doTerra, I would say try to find a rep that's close to you so you can talk to them personally and in person. I honestly, I'm not even into selling it. I don't have the time to put into it. I wish I did because I would, but it's just, I'm just not interested in selling it. So this is 100% completely honest, because I'm not even going to link my website down below or anything in the comments, because I don't have an interest in it. I wanted it for myself because it helps me so much. So, how long is this video? 10 minutes. I think really quickly I'll go through and show my absolute favorites that I use the most, and then maybe in another video I'll go more in depth on things like they have veggie caps so you can take them internally. They have an amazing book that is awesome. They have diffusers. They have things like this little travel size things. There's things you can buy for the oils to make your own, like your own personal blends. They have travel, it's awesome. They have cleaners, which I've started getting into the On Guard cleaner, which is all natural. It kills like the MRSA virus. It's incredible. So if you guys want to see some more videos, tell me in the comments down below. Please, if you have any questions or if you want to see a video about a certain topic, let me know, because there's so much. I could do 1,000 videos, but I want to see ones, I want to do ones that you guys want to see. So, let me see. So my top used ones, which I always carry with me in this little, this is doTerra, but there are other brands that make this. It's just a little keychain, and it has 8 slots for tiny little, I think these are 0.5 milliliter, which these will last you a long time. Like, I think it's even less than 0.5, but these will last you a long time. But the ones I always carry on me are, I'll show you this full-size bottle, I have them in front of me. I always keep lemon. I like this to put in my water. It's a good detoxification oil. The putting lemons in your water is great, tastes good, but when you use the lemon, it's actually the oil from the rind that you need, and really the rest of it doesn't do much other than taste good and look pretty. But this is the oil from the rind, which is what actually has the health benefits in them. So I use this in my water. Also, sometimes if I'm just kind of like feeling, ugh, I'll put a little bit on my wrist, I'll put it on the back of my neck, I'll put it in a diffuser, and it just kind of peps you up. Just to smell lemon. It's just a very fresh, fun scent. So I like to use that for that. Let's see, what else do I have in here? I have wild orange, which I don't use this one that often. You can put it in your water. It gives it a nice citrus scent flavor. Or you can just, again, use it kind of with lemon, and it's just kind of one of those makes you feel good oils. I carry peppermint with me. This is probably one of my top 3 favorites. I have the peppermint in here. I have, let's see, I have 2 bottles of it. And I also have a roller ball of it. This one is amazing. This one is really good for headaches. This is what I use it for. It's good for other things too, but I'm just kind of saying what I use it for. I use it for headaches along with the lavender. Just kind of, they both really work well for me, so it just kind of depends on what else I'm feeling that day. I use it for headaches. The most thing I use it for is nausea. I get nauseous a lot. I don't know if it's because of the medicines I'm on, or if it's anxiety, or the stomach problems I have, or all the above, but I get nauseous 6 days out of the week. And it can be where it's really, really, really bad. Even if it's just like I ate something greasy and now I'm nauseous, or I'm kind of anxious about this and now I'm nauseous. I use it literally within 5 minutes. It's 90 to 100% gone, which is, that alone is a miracle for me. I also use it when I'm tired. A lot of times if I have a long work day, or if I wake up and I'm just tired, I'll put some on, and it instantly just kind of peps you up a little bit. Also, it's really good if you're really hot. A lot of times I'm very sensitive to heat, so I'll get warm really easily. When you put peppermint on, it's very cooling. It'll actually feel cool on your skin. It feels like you have an ice cube on your skin. So it helps cool you down a little bit. So one of my favorites is the peppermint. I have the deep blue. To be honest, I'm not a huge fan of it. I wouldn't recommend it. It just didn't work out for me. But I still have it in here just to have it. Digestin, probably, if I had to choose one oil, it would probably be between Digestin and peppermint. This was the one that I was talking about. This is the full size. I have irritable bowel. I have a very touchy stomach. I can drink water and my stomach will get upset. I took Pepto for 9/10 of my life. Nothing compares to Digestin. I went to well-known hospitals to see what was wrong with my stomach, and they gave me medications that were supposed to help. Didn't really do much. But this one, as soon as I feel the upset stomach coming on, I put a drop of it on my stomach, rub it in. It helps amazingly. So this is probably, if I could only choose one oil to use for the rest of my life, it'd probably be Digestin, because because it's really good. Another one, On Guard. This one is perfect. I work with a lot of people. I work in the retail resale industry, so I'm seeing people all the time, and their little kids come in, they're sick, or their parents and they're sick. So this one, if you are around a lot of sick people, or if you feel that you're getting sick, this stuff's amazing. It really helps. It's kind of like Airborne or Emergency, but in an oil form and way better. So I like this one a lot, especially if you travel, if you're going to be on an airplane, it's good to use that before you go on because it's, the recycled air. Around the holidays, it's good because people get sick, around the cold seasons. So that one's awesome. And then the last one that I have in here, I have space for one more, but lavender. Again, headaches, anxiety, it's awesome. So this video is getting kind of long. I think I'm going to wrap it up, but those are my favorite oils and kind of how I got into it. I'd love to do some more videos on these. There's a lot of oils I didn't touch on that I use, but maybe aren't ones I grab to all the time. There's things like Breathe Sticks, which is one of my favorite things too, and then Clary Calm, which I forgot to mention. This is great for women during that time of the month. This has been a lifesaver with me ever since I got my thyroid out. My hormones have changed drastically to the point where I can't get out of bed for the week, and this helped me get out of bed. I mean, there's so much. There's Deep Blue, there's Lime, which is really fun. There's, what's this one? Ylang ylang. What else do I have? Got oregano. It's just, I mean, there's, the lemon, there's so many, there's the veggie caps, there's the travel stuff, but I would love to do some more in-depth videos on things. Let me know what you guys have questions about, because that is what I will try to focus my videos on in the future. This was just kind of an introduction to it and how I got started. Maybe you're having some of the same problems I am. Hopefully I can help you through this and make some more sense of it, because it's very overwhelming. I know I was very overwhelmed when I started, but thankfully through going to classes, through having somebody to talk to, through the doTerra book, I've learned a lot, and I've been able to utilize the oils better to help me. So I'd love to get some more information. Let me know what you guys want to hear in the comments down below, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.